Hello, fine people. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to War on the Sea. This is episode 2 and we are doing training. So let's click on training. And if you missed the first episode, we did the first 3. We are now on hitting moving targets. And if you want to catch up on episode 1, just go to our channel, look in the playlists and look for War on the Sea. So let's do hitting moving targets. So in the previous lesson, as we've just mentioned, we learned to use the manual firing to fire the various guns at fixed positions. This can be very useful for stationary, slow moving or very close range targets. But how do we hit a target 15 kilometers away moving at 30 knots to the southeast? By knowing where the target will be at the times the shells land. The mathematics for calculating this is termed the solution, or firing solution, abbreviated to SOL. The solution is calculated by observing the target over time. A high solution means the target's course, speed and range have been determined to a high degree of accuracy. This does not, though, however, guarantee shots will hit, but it does mean they are being fired to the right location. For this exercise, you have been assigned command of USS Northampton, a Northampton-class heavy cruiser. There are several set targets in the sailing area, so let's zoom out and have a look. I can only see one. Okay. For this exercise, yeah, we did that. So let's click number 2. Open the main guns panel by left clicking on the main guns panel, which is down here. Yeah, or by pressing 1. So I've just pressed 1. Above the deck view of your ship are the 2 directors, the main and the alt. And these are observation points which watch and track the current target. Use T to enter target mode. So press T. There you go, it's got a little target. In the 3D view, the directors on top of the fore and rear. What does it say? Why don't I left click on the target ship? And I'm presuming it's this one, is it? And you see they're moving, look? Is that what he's talking about? I think so. Left click on the stop for alt director to stop tracking. Okay, so he stopped. Important, switching to a new target will not change the director's target. You must left click on stop to cease the tracking the current target before assigning a new one. Okay, so retarget the target ship I was done previously. Okay. Okay, T. Okay, so yeah, it's gone up to 84, look. Notice that both the alt and main directors have the same SOL value, the solution. This is because they share the observation data. Just want to see how the camera angles are a minute, because I'm trying. I can't see that. Okay, I'll have to make do for now. I want to see how we could rotate the camera. I can't remember. Okay, so we've done that. So let's go to page 3. The following increase the solution: good visibility to target at close range. Obviously, use in spotting fire against the target. I'm not sure what that means. Correct identification of target ship class, using radar, target using radar, darkness and target illuminated by fire, muzzles, flashes or fire. And the following decrease the solution: obviously poor visibility, changes in target course or speed, yeah, because they could go fast or slow, couldn't they? And then all the calculations will be out. Changes in observing the ship's course or speed, losing contact obviously with the target burning or releases smoke. To demonstrate this, use T to enter target mode. Press T again. Let's see, it goes to a target. While in target mode, left click on the portal map icon to set it as your target. Wait for the solution to reach 90%. I thought it did. Yes, reached 99%. When opening the next tutorial, portal will speed up and begin turning, and watch the solution values along with the target speed and heading above the main toolbar. Okay. There's the speed and heading here, like where my cursor is. Bearing 250, 5,000 yards, blah blah blah. Okay, let's see that. So what's happening? Is he speeding up? I can't see him speeding up. Oh no, he's going 4,000. Oh no, yeah, the solution's going down, like, as an increase in his speed. Okay, the unit view is an encyclopedia of ships and aircraft. In combat, it is used as a recognition manual to classify enemy ships. In the battle editor, it is used to add ships and aircraft to an engagement while in a campaign. It is used to recruit ships. Open the unit viewer by left clicking on the unit viewer button, which is down here somewhere. No. No. Hot chase camera. Where's the unit viewer? Mini map. Opening with left click on the unit view button in the bar. Use F6. Oh, let's use F6. Okay. So the manual opens up the page corresponding to the controlled unit. So that's us, the Northampton. Classifying ships. Right. The manual contains information about various ships and aircraft. Using the icons along the bottom of the panel to examine statistics, weapons, anti-aircraft capabilities, and sensors and armor. So statistics, weapons, anti-aircraft, sensors and armor, and aircraft. Classifying ships. Let's go back to this suit. Where can I get? Correctly classifying the class of an enemy ship provides a bonus to the solution we just talked about. Use the comma and period to cycle through the various ships, or the drop down to select a class directly. Then use the checkbox or return to classify the target as that ship class. So I think we said porter, didn't we? There you go. And use the checkbox. Okay. Where are we? Requires control unit to have a target, which we have. Friendly ships cannot be classified as they are already known, and aircraft cannot be classified. So depending on option settings, targets will automatically classify when the solution is above a certain value. In this case, it's over. Well, I thought it was, but it's gone down now. Okay. Right. So now we're just talking about buttons for statistics, weapons, anti-aircraft, blah blah blah. So these are the statistics. Yeah, the pictures of the ships. Their names are available. List all weapons, so click on this button. So that's all the weapons, the torpedoes, and anti-aircraft guns. Anti-aircraft guns here and here and here and here. Good, that's self-explanatory. So 6, sensors and armor, which is this one. How far the ship can see. Larger ships can see further since they are taller. Vis radar. Where's vis radar? Is that it? 50%? Visual vis radar. How easy a ship is to spot visually or with radar. Smaller ships are better to see or detect with radar. My dog is snoring big time. Surface air radar. How far the radar on the ship can detect ships or aircraft under the very, very best of conditions. A noise level. How noisy the ship is in decibels. Louder ships are easier to detect with sonar. And blah blah blah. So yeah. Active. A large hull makes a ship easier to detect, of course, and how far the sonar types can detect other ships under the best of conditions. So where was that? Here. 14 miles, and under active, 1 nanomile. Okay. So that's it. I thought we were going to actually fire at some targets. But let's go and quit the mission and do the next one. So, let's see. Go to training, and so we've done moving time. Let's do damage control. Damage control. Okay, start. Okie dokie. Right, use F8 or the toolbar to open. Only available with ships and submarines. Okay. So let's press F8. Okay. One status here lists the damage, flooding, severity, speed and turn, rates, efficiency, and number of damage control parties. Okay. Counter flood, toggle. So there's that one. If toggled on, so that's on. Left click on the hull compartment with floods. We'll left click on a hull compartment. We'll flood it with water. Automatic damage control is deactivated when counter flooding up compartments. Okay, I think that'll make sense in a minute. Auto DC. Auto assign damage control. I don't know why they didn't actually write that on there. So this is if on damage control, parties will automatically perform repairs, including counter flooded compartments. Left click on the compartment will assign a free damage control party to it, or if the counter flood toggle is on, flood it with water. Right. Okay. Efficiency. Impacts, repair, Oh, where's that? Where's the efficiency? Oh, here we go. Efficiency impacts repair, reload times and solution calculations. Decreased by 1% for each offline flooded or burning compartment. So if it's burning or damaged, it goes down 1%. Decreased by 15% if the command center is offline, and I think the command center is the bridge. Yeah, the bridge or control room for submarines. Vulnerable. What's it talking about? Where's vulnerable? A penalty applied to time to extinguishing fires and increases fire spread chance. Carrier performing operations at 60%. Okay. Cargo on board 20%, supplies 30, engineering 40, fuel 80. So a penalty that is applied when extinguishing fires, of course, because they can't be 100% efficient, obviously. So during a dynamic campaign, a carry-on cooldown after launch on landed aircraft is considered to be performing air operations, and in that case, it'd be 60% vulnerable, of course. If present, the vulnerable penalties are played at the bottom of the status section. I think here. In the example shown here, an oiler carrying fuel requires 180% the time to extinguish fires, and fires of 180%, of course, because it's got fuel. When present, move the mouse over vulnerability text to display the cause of the penalty. In this example, it will display fuel, but I haven't got one here. Have I here? Integrity. I can't see where I can see that. I haven't got vulnerability here. Is it here? Here? No. No. Okay. I don't know what it's talking about there. I'm not sure who signed off that page of the tutorial. Hull view. Right. So this is the hull view. The upper grid displaying watertight compartments, which is this bit here. Indicates if a command contains a particular subsystem. So in this case, it's engineering in NASA propeller, and just mousing over it, look, and tells me what's there. Magazine. So the deck view lower, which is this one, icon displays various subsystems present on the ship on or above the deck, cannot flood, of course. So that's the guns, look, that's the secondary gun, that's the aircraft, blah blah blah. So if I left click on one of these, it'll assign a damage control part, you see? And it goes off straight away, it's already 100%. You see the spanner? Okay. Mouse over the compartment or region to display additional information. Okay, we've done that already. Integrity 100. See, the integrity is what we mentioned earlier, obviously, is 100%, but if it gets damaged, it won't be 100%. The name of the compartment or region, the repair time, and an icon to indicate if its damage control part is present. We haven't got any damage at the moment. So, integrity and the current percent intact. So at the moment everything's 100%. As you can see, integrity 100%. Armor are self-explanatory. The thickness of the vertical belt and horizontal deck. Yeah. Torpedo defense, how we can resist damage from a torpedo, and that's 45%. What's this here? That's none. Like, there's no defense there. Ammunition, if a weapon system or magazine is damaged. So where's that? I can't see. Magazine here. Okay. So that's the ammo. A torpedo defense system. Some ships have a torpedo defense system built into their hull. It is expressed as a percentage upon a torpedo hit to a compartment with a TDS. So I don't think this one has got torpedo defense. It's got none. Chance for torpedo down to be dealt to neighbouring compartments reduced by half of the TDS value. We haven't got any. All damage dealt by torpedo reduced by the TDS value, and the TDS value of compartment hit and its neighbours reduced to 0% as they are permanently destroyed by the torpedo impact. Okay, trying to make sense of that, but I don't think this one's got a TDS because it doesn't say. It says none. What about this one? There's none. There's none here. Oh, torpedo 22.5. So the propeller's got torpedo defense about 22.5. Chance for the nailing is reduced by half of the TDS value. So it'll be 11%. Okay, it's a bit confusing, but there you go. We'll find out later. So the icons indicate status. So that's flooded, that's on fire, obviously. And burning causes damage over time and fires spread to neighbouring areas. repairing, and as we quickly saw earlier, that means it's being repaired, and what subsystem is repairing. So the subsystem will be one of these things here. Okay, so that's straightforward. So the colors. So compartment indicates damage, so it's like a grey. Yellow means you can repair, and red is offline, and it's not longer working, obviously. And this is destroyed, so there's a black line. It's been reduced to 0, and any subsystem here is permanently offline. If within the hull it is automatically flooded, destroyed compartments cannot be repaired, but damage control can be assigned to fight fires. Okay, so there's a note here. Dynamic campaigns can only be restored by releasing the ship from your command. Damaged ship enters repair queue and becomes available to recruit once repair is completed. Okay. So another thing here about the damage. Once damaged, a compartment cannot be fully repaired back to 100. Okay, only part 50% of the damage restored, resulting in permanent loss of maximum integrity. So like I mentioned earlier, it won't ever go up to 100 if it's damaged. So such damaged compartments can only be restored by releasing the ship at a friendly port for rest and repair. Okay. So what happens when some of these are damaged? So the gun cannot be fired, the magazine can't be reloaded, the secondary gun cannot, entire battery cannot fire or reload, torpedoes cannot fire, torpedo room, if it's that damaged, cannot fire or reload, cannot drop depth charges if the depth charge is broke, and there's quite a few other things here. Engineering decreases speed of propellers, obviously, engine damage decreases speed of submerged submarine, the rudder decreases the turn rate, etc, etc. So of course you can even use a periscope as well if that's damaged, the conning tower and whatever that is. It's somewhere here, I don't know, I can't find it now. Okay, so a ship will have one or more damage control parties as shown in the status. So here these ones, I think. Assigning the damage control party to a compartment or region of the ship will in the following order. If burning, extinguish the fire after the time expires. If flooded, remove flooding after the time expires. If offline, restore the subsystem after the time expires, and if damaged, restore integrity to 100%. But you just said it wasn't 100%. I'm sure it said here, once damaged, compartment cannot be fully repaired to 100% integrity, so I'm a bit confused by that. Party automatically return to available list. So once it's repaired, it comes back to the available list here as a spanner. Assuming a 2-minute time of fire, flooding repairs, damage being flooded region with the subsystem offline would take 8 minutes to restore. If that region takes additional damage, not from burning, or parties manually reassigned elsewhere, timer for that step is restarted. Okay, so if you go and repair something else, it's going to take longer, yeah? A party decreases the chance of fire or flooding to spread into that region by 50%. Remember that party can only fight fires in a destroyed region. It cannot be repaired. It is permanently offline, and if within the hull, counts as permanently flooded. Alright, so you can only fight fires in a destroyed... It cannot be repaired. Okay. I'm just 100% sure. You can fight fires in a destroyed region. It cannot be repaired. But then up here it says, if damaged, restore integrity. Well, still not 100% sure what they're on about. Okay, so I'm clicking next. An explosion and fires of the real ship will be simulated. Okay, here you go. So now we got a fire on board. Here. There you go. So the aft rear magazine has suffered an explosion. There we go. Several compartments and destroying several compartments and causing fire and flooding. If auto assign damage control is on and the status, is it on? It's off. Oh yeah, it's on now, so it's automatically assigning the spanners. Look, where am I? So if I switch that off, I can manually move the parties as desired by left clicking on the damaged icon. So if I switch this off and then click there, I can take that away, put it there, take that away and put it there. Okay. Left click counter flood and left click the front 2 compartments in the bow. The front 2 compartments in the bow. Hang on. Left click counter flood compartment, yeah, which is this one, and left click in the front 2 compartments. Oh god. I go into manual here and take that out. So that's right. So I can counter flood. So I'm going to counter flood these two. Move over the various damage components to view the integrity icon displaying fire, flooding, damage, or offline timers. Understate is known to reduce speed due to propellers being destroyed. Okay, so we're gonna. Why isn't it? Why? I think it's to do with this, isn't it? I just put on automatic. So you can see there the integrity is 32, the integrity is 0 of that magazine. It's 102 there. Sorry, beg your pardon. It's 10 there. And that is the timer ticking down, 12, 10. And that's 90. Look at the timer clicking down. That's going to take a bit longer. So if you click on 1, it's showing you here that the guns are offline because obviously the magazine is damaged. So that is why we are getting a red icon on the gun there. Okay, so click 1 again. See, it goes red, so we can't load it obviously. So it's still repaired. There's 56 seconds to go there, and 79 and 108. Okay, so I think we're gonna wait a bit longer. Oh, we can't do that. My dog is really snoring. Let's go to the next page anyway. So the roster tab above the message log at bottom left displays the damage status icons for ships. So this is this one, but it's not showing me anything there. Oh yeah, it's showing that's got flooding or whatever, and it's not showing me the fire though. Perhaps because it's going out. I don't know. Needs repair. Yeah, but I haven't got any of those icons. Perhaps because I've gone ahead in the tutorial. Compartments may not be under repair due to auto-assign damage being off, or if they're more damaging than they are parties to perform. So obviously there's more damaged areas. Oh, go. That's fixed now, look. So there's more damaged areas. We've only got 4 of these. Fire should always be a priority. Okay. And use the F8 or the toolbar to return to damage control and perform all the repairs. So I press F8. Okay. So the propeller is now fixed. Oh, it says 100%. The magazine's fixed. So if I press 1, it's still not working, is it? Maybe no, the propeller's still not 100% fixed. Okay, so we get the idea. I think that's what it does. So we can repair the ship, send some of these repair spanners to the compartments, either automatically or manually. Okay, so let's go back to the main menu. And let's go back into the train and do the final one today. And the final one will be multiple units. So let's start. Okay. Do not use start in the upper center begin until instructed to do so. This screen is a pre-combat and it is a full screen tactical map. But time is paused. In order to place units, set their formation and issue some initial basic orders prior to combat starting. All tutorials except this one bypass the briefing for convenience, but for all other battles and campaign engagements, it is presented. Commands issued while in the briefing are carried out immediately, such as changing formations and placement of units. Menu panel outlines environmental conditions for the upcoming battle. So here under conditions, unit roster. All friendly units in combat are displayed in the roster above the message log. So that's the message log and that's the roster. Controlled unit is always yellow. Star icon indicates a lead unit that is not in formation or following another. Colored tabs show lead unit and all other units following it. Following it. Additional units can be selected by left click on their tab. Left click on the arrow icon within the tab will switch control to that unit. Left click on the arrow icon, or this one here, okay. Left click on the colored tab will select all units within a group, okay. Switch C air button, typing C and air units, and select all button selects or deselects all units shown, that one there, okay. So we have these three guys here: Clark, Porter, and Moffat. Okay, and they're in line abreast with 500 meters spacing. Remember to use map commands if needed. Mouse wheel or equals and minus to zoom the map in. Yeah, okay, there you go. And left click and drag. Use X to lock a map on a unit. Okay. Right, so left click the arrow in icon in Porter's tab to assume control of Porter. Shift left click and drag a box. Right, so left click on the arrow in Porter's tab, which we've done. Shift and left click and drag a box to select Clark and Moffat. Okay. No. Does it work? No. It didn't work. Left click on the arrow in there. Is it right? So I left click on the arrow here, and then it says shift and left click and drag a box on the map to select Clark and Moffat. Okay. So I didn't do it on the map, I did it here. Is that wrong? Open the orders panel F7 and click on the format button. Okay. The three destroyers are immediately placed into line ahead formation with spacing of 500 meters. Yes, they are. As per by the drop down and slider settings, which is here. Line ahead, look. Experiment with the drop down and slider to try different formations and spacing settings. Okay, so we can go column, form up. We can go line abreast, form up. We can do it further apart. Okay, so that's the formation there. Right, so what it wants is left click port icon on map. And left click Clark and Moffat names. I did that earlier on. Drop down to line abreast and slide it to 500 meters. So we'll do that. Okay, form. And click the form up button. So not forget to click the form up button, which is this one. Page 3. There are multiple ways to switch your controlled units. Left click map icon of a player owned unit, which we did. Left click on a player owned unit within the 3D world. Left click on the arrow for that unit from the roster list, which is these. Or left click on the arrow of a log message if it refers to a friendly unit. We haven't got any log messages. There are multiple ways to select additional units to issue orders to. Shift and left click and drag select units on a map. Left click select all button, which is this one, under the roster. Left click the names in the roster, which are these. Use H to enter selection mode and left click map icons to toggle highlighting. Use H again or escape to exit. Use H to enter selection mode and left click the unit within the 3D world. The controlled unit map icon is yellow. Select the unit's map icon is green. Other units are white. Current target is red. Okay. So note that additional units in the roster can be selected by shift and click. A roster tab. This will select all units within the one clicked and the current player similarly clicking and select. Okay, so if I do this and then shift click, okay. Similarly, you select it and you deselect these. Let's say select and deselect this. Okay. Right. Okay. Note that the units in the roster can be manually sorted. Left click and drag units to reorder the roster list, changing the order sort units and impacts their positions in formations. For example, rearranging the list and placing those units in line ahead formation places ships in position as indicated by the roster list, which is fair enough. Okay. Select Clark as the controlled unit. Okay. Left click. Right, select Clark as a control unit. Target Moffat. Target Moffat. Okay. So I got press T and then left click Moffat map icon. Okay. He's gone red. Left click follow target. No, hang on. doesn't make sense. So I've got Clark selected. Yeah. Left click, follow target. Oh yeah. Oh, hang on. I'm not sure what happened there. Oh. Left click Moffat map icon. Yeah. Left click, follow target. Oh. I'm lost. Okay. So where do I get my orders? F7, wasn't it? F7. Okay, let's try again. Select Clark, right? And then use T to enter target mode. T. Then left click Moffat. Right? Then click on follow. Oh, right, now he's following. Yeah, okay. Clark is now behind Moffat and will follow Moffat wherever he goes. You can get creative with using formations and follow target to swap units about and place them in desired positions prior to combat beginning. Ordering multiple units to follow the same unit will result in the units following each other as per a line ahead formation. When finished, put the ships into line with 500 spacing with Porter as the lead ship. Left click Porter on the map icon and then left click Clark and Moffat's names and put in line abreast. Nope, we didn't do it. Are we doing it? Oh. Can I just click? Can I just click and... why has he got a star as well? Okay. Oh shit, what have I done now? When finished, put the ships in line with a left click Porter icon on the map. I did. Left click, mark in the ship roster. Okay. And set line abreast. Line abreast. It's not doing it. I did, I selected these two. Oh no. Oh god. What's happening? Why they all got stars? Select all. Deselect all. Oh. Why is Clark... oh no. I'm all over the shop. Right, there we go. Back. Jeez. Okay. That's a bit confusing. It'd be easier if you just left clicked on them. A flight of 3 wildcats are in the area, so we can switch them next. Switch control to a wildcat. Zoom out the map until you see the aircraft. There they are. And then press X, I suppose. Oh, no, didn't press X. Okay, here's the aircraft. Oh, we can have used this one as well, look. Okay, so we use that. Then left click on the small arrow of Wildcat 1. Okay. Set an air formation and select an air unit works exactly as it did for sea formations. Practice adjusting the air formation spacing. No, I can't be bothered doing that, I'll probably mess it up. When finished, put the aircraft into the Vic formation with 50-yard spacing. Wildcat as a lead. Hint left click Wildcat icon on map. Left click tabs of 2 and 3. And then set them out to a Vic. No. Vic. Format. And spacing of 50 yards, yeah. Okay, we've done that. Next, combat, left click on the start button. Okay. So now we're starting. Combat will not begin if 2 or more ships are too close to each other, a ship is in shallow water, 2 or more aircraft are too close to each other, and any ship or aircraft is outside of its initial deployment area. You'll be prompted to move the unit or units into a more appropriate starting position. We've done the start. Right, so take control of the lead wildcard. The other two wildcards should be flying in formation with it. Gently steer left and right. Here we are, see? He's going left and right. Look at that. So I'm pressing A, D keys here on the keyboard, A and D. And, okay. So they're just following me around. Experiment changing formation type, leaving 50 yards. So let's try doing that. Line abreast. Form up. So now they've gone line abreast. That's pretty cool, isn't it? So what's the heck on? And they're changing formation as I tell them to. That's good. Okay. So applying any steering or using the brake button will cause the control unit to immediately leave the formation it is in. Okay. Okay, we'll do the formations. So let's go to F7 and go back to the destroyers. Okay. So press F7. So we're talking here attack and combat. So combat orders issues apply to all selected units. So that means if I select, I've only got Porter selected, so when he'll do it. Fire at will ships will automatically manage gunnery and engage ships. So fire at will, which is that one. Auto fire flak, dual purpose guns automatically switch to aircraft in range. Okay. Evade hazards will automatically avoid other ships and land. Smoke, self-explanatory, lay smoke, and radar switches on and off. Radar and sonar. Okay. Be sure you control this. So left click the color tab. Yeah, so that one. Viewing through. Okay. Right. So we have to lay smoke. Ship lane smoke. Oh, hang on. What am I doing? What am I doing? Be sure you control destroyer. Yeah, which I am. Porter. Left click color tab and then you select all destroyer. Okay. Left clicks lay smoke button. Okay. Oh yeah, they are now. Let's see. Are they all laying the smoke or just him? It's only Porter's doing it. Should we say lay smoke? Oh, they're all doing it now, look. Okay, that's it, guys. So that's orders and things like that. So I think we'll leave it there for this tutorial. Let's go back to the main menu while we're at it, and we shall see that in the training now we have done everything up to multiple units. So we're next going to do submarine warfare, air attacks, and advanced air attacks, and then we'll finish off with dogfights and custom battles and campaign introduction, I think. So yeah, so that's it. So we've done up to multiple units. I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll be back with episode 3 in the next few days. Until then, goodbye.